city of Neo Avalon is a sprawling dystopian metropolis, bathed in neon lights and shrouded in a perpetual haze of smog. On a desolate street, we follow a young girl, Rena, running for her life. Her glowing hands pulsing with energy reveal her as a Y-gene carrier. Behind her, the mechanical footsteps of a psych killer grow louder. Psych killer, a towering cyborg with glowing red eyes, corner hers in the alley. Its synthetic voice boom. Y-gene initiated. Termination protocol initiated. Rena screams, unleashing a desperate burst of energy, but the psych killer absorbs the attack with his reinforced plating. It raises his weaponized arm to strike. Suddenly, a streak of fire cuts through the air, hitting the psych killer square in the chest. The flames explode outward, forcing it back. The camera pans to reveal Vincent Skywalker, dressed in a leather jacket, singing at the cuffs. His hands flicker with flames as he steps forward. "You want her?" Vince growled. "You'll have to get through me first." Vincent fights the psych killer in a high-stakes battle. His flames engulf the alley, lighting up the night. Despite his skills, the psych killer's cybernetic enhancements make it a formidable opponent. Vincent dodges a razor-sharp blade extending from his arm and counters with a blast of fire that sears through his armor. As Vincent weakens the psych killer, it activates a self-destruct mechanism, his chest glowing ominously. Vince grabs Rena, shielding her as the explosion rocks the alleyway. When the smoke clears, the psych killer is gone, reduced to smothering crap. Rena looks up at Vincent with awe and fear. "Who are you?" "Just someone who doesn't like bullies," Vincent replies before vanishing into the shadows. The corporate tower of Mad Industries, we are introduced to General Vex, the stock and menacing leader of the psych killers. He watches footage of Vincent's first fight on a large screen. Beside him stands Dr. Helen Maddox, the architect of the psych killer program. "Firebolt," Vex mutters, identifying Vincent by his underground alias. "He becoming a problem." Dr. Maddox, cold and calculating, smirks, then eliminates him. "Psych killers are replaceable. He is not." The scene transitions to a propaganda broadcast where Mad Industry declares Y-gene carriers a threat to public safety. Citizens are warned to report any signs of mutation. The tension in Neo Avalon escalates as the government's iron grip tightens. Hidden underground safe house, Vincent meets with his confidant Myra, a tech genius who manages the resistance communications. The safe house is cluttered with salvaged tech and stolen supplies. Vincent drops into a chair, visibly drained. "Another one. Almost didn't make it. I can't keep doing this alone." "You won't have to," Myra replies, showing him a digital map. It highlights locations of known Y-gene carriers hiding across the city. "There are more like you out there. We just need to find them before the psych killers do." Vincent hesitates, the weight of responsibility evident on his face. "What if I can't protect them? What if I fail?" "You won't," Myra says firmly. "You've got something they don't. Heart. That's what makes you more than just a weapon." Conversation is interrupted by a distress signal from another part of the city. A Y-gene carrier is being hunted. Vincent doesn't hesitate. "Send me the coordinates." Vincent arrives at a dilapidated warehouse where the psych killers have cornered a small group of Y-gene carriers. The scene is chaos. Energy blasts and screams echo through the air as the psych killers advance. Vincent charges into the fray, unleashing a torrent of flames that scatters the attackers. In the chaos, Vincent finds Jacob Pulse Rays, a scrappy Tenetic with raw, uncontrolled powers. Jacob, untrusting and erratic, tries to fight Vincent, mistaking him for another enemy. "Relax, I'm here to help," Vincent yells, deflecting a Tenetic shove with a wall of fire. "I don't need your help," Jacob snaps, but his defiance wavers as more psych killers arrive. Together, they fight off the attackers in a visually stunning sequence of fire and technesis. As the last psych killer falls, Jacob collapses exhausted. Vincent offers him a hand. "We stick together or we die alone. Your call." After a moment of hesitation, Jacob takes his hand. Back at the safe house, Vincent addresses the small group of white gene carriers they've rescued. Rena, Jacob, and a handful of others look to him with a mix of hope and fear. "This isn't just about survival anymore," Vincent says, his voice steady and determined. "Mad Industries think they can hunt us, kill us, and get away with it. They're wrong. We're not just victims, we're a force, and it's time they learned that." The group nods, their reserve hard. Ira steps forward, holding up a holographic map of Mad's known operation. "If we're gonna fight back, we'll need to take out their supply lines, disrupt their tech, and recruit more people like us." Vincent looks around at the faces of his new allies. For the first time, he feels a glimmer of hope. "Then let's make them remember the name. Let's make them remember the name of the Gauntlets." In the shadows of Neo Avalon, General Vix prepares for his next move. His cybernetic fingers tap a control panel as a new Psych Killer prototype emerges from a holding chamber, its gleaming body exuding menace. "Let's see how your fire holds up against this," Vex mutters, his mechanical eye glowing red.